All right, today I am taking a look at Baker's 7-year 107 proof. And this is part of the Jim Beam small batch collection. This particular bottle got a complete facelift a few years ago, and it's really done wonders for the brand. That being said, again, part of that small batch collection. This was always sort of the one left out. You had Knob Creek, you had Basil Hayden, you obviously had Booker's. But then when they rebranded it, they really focused on these two things, the year and the proof. And if you look at that, if you know that, 7 years at 107 proof pretty much matches up exactly to Weller Antique. So this is really Jim Beam's version of Weller Antique. And I always tell people when they ask me, what's the best all-around bourbon you've ever had? And I always say Weller Antique, Weller Antique. Fantastic proof, great mouthfeel, soft, spicy, balanced. It has everything. So when I come to Baker's and I come to 7 year and 107 proof, 7 years is great because for some reason with bourbon, you know, it goes through these periods where it's okay and then it gets over the hump. You know, there's some 4 years that I think are pretty good, and then they can kind of sit there in 5, 6 year. Some are good. By the time it gets to 7 years, it really like starts to shine. And from 7 to, I would say, 11 or 12, that's those 5 years, that's really, to me, where the majority of bourbon should be consumed. Now, you're going to get the 1%ers that can push beyond that 12-year range, and you can get the 1%ers that can be really good under that 7 year, but you can pretty much guarantee that in that time frame from 7 to 12 years, you're going to get some fantastic flavor profiles that have all the elements that you want in a mature, super premium bourbon. And Baker's really does the trick at 7 years and 107 proof. And that's kind of the starting point for them, because they go an extra step here and they put the actual age statement of this particular batch, I'm sorry, a single barrel actually, at 8 years and 2 months. So, so this is approaching Knob Creek age range at 107 proof. So it just has all the nice things that a premium Jim Beam product has. It's got that chocolate orange. It's got that nice leather spice. It's got a little bit of coffee, a little bit of cocoa in there. But it's that yeasty fruit note that really sets it apart. And once you recognize that kind of yeasty, high-toned fruit note, you can taste it, you can smell it in every single Jim Beam product, I guarantee you. Even between the two different mash bills, the high rye and the low rye, you still know it's a Jim Beam product. Okay. Let's take a sip. Big, rich, spicy, fudgy, dessert, toffee, caramel, tree notes. There's walnuts in here. There's vanilla, but it's those dark chocolate, coffee, fudge, cocoa, walnut that really stand out, layered over the top of that high-toned, yeasty fruit note. So there's kind of a tropical, maybe a little bit banana, a little bit of orange, kind of a banana-orange combo with yeast. That's sort of the Jim Beam yeast DNA that sits, you know, right here, right on the top note. But underneath all that, you have the fudge and the toffee, the coffee, the vanilla. Yeah, it is just a chewy bourbon. I know I'm smacking my lips, but it's one of those bourbons you can just kind of chew on for a long time, because it has that dessert that confectionery flavor to it. Great nose too, and obviously, I mean, take a look. There's just a little bit in the glass, so usually it's pretty light, but this is extremely dark. Very dark, very rich. Look at those nice slow legs coming down there. That is a beautiful bourbon. Really bottled at the perfect age, the perfect proof. I just don't think it gets better than this. And you know, for around 70 bucks, it's obviously priced at a premium price, but you get a premium product. That's the good trade-off with this one. All right, there's Baker's. Cheers.